Hi, my name's Andrew. Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to review the world's largest investor database and has over 500,000 contacts. And this is my database that I have been using not only to help my clients on Fiverr, but also private clients that I have from other platforms and other business initiatives. And it's just going to give you an idea of some of the resources that I use to help clients for their individual financing and funding needs. A little bit about myself. I'm a fundraising strategist with 15 years of experience in high-end real estate sales and marketing, spanning Canada, Dubai, and the Caribbean. And over the last 2 years on Fiverr, I've assisted over 220 clients with startup fundraising, pitch deck refinement, investor outreach strategies, and custom investor databases. In addition, I serve as an advisor to a New York-based investment firm associated with a $60 billion fund. The fund diversifies across many sectors, including income-producing real estate, and frequently involves capital commitments in the range of $10 to $20 million for each project. You can get more information about my services and my profile by checking my Fiverr link below. So this video highlights over 900 investor databases in my exclusive collection, and you're going to see more about these databases coming up a little further. But to simplify, these are really two sets of databases. One is a Dubai high net worth and ultra high net worth investors database. It's very unique, and this is a database that's for private clients only. So for the most part, this is not one that's going to be used by people who contact me on Fiverr and want information about startups or corporate grade. For those people, I have the global corporate grade and institutional investor databases, and they make up the majority of the ones that are in my overall collection. Now, 900 investor databases is a very large database, and I'm going to explain most of the components of it in the next part of the video. So let's look at the databases. So now we're over on the folder for the database library, and as you can see down here on the left hand corner, it says 901 items, and these are all spreadsheets. They're all Excel spreadsheets that consist of investors in a few main categories, and as the previous part of the video shows, they are either corporate or institutional databases for people who are looking to raise funds or looking to finance projects. The second major group is high net worth and ultra high net worth individual investors, and these are mainly Dubai investors in luxury property, anything from about $300,000 to sometimes $10 million. Now that particular list is only for specific clients. I'll get into that a little bit more later. So basically, I help clients in three ways. One is with corporate databases or high net worth and ultra high net worth databases. And the third way is real estate financing that can either be through debt or equity. And those are projects that are looking for anywhere from $10 million to up to $100 million. As you saw in the early part of the video, I'm an advisor to a New York-based investment company, and if you're looking for real estate funds, then none of these 901 databases are for you. That would be something that we could look at through my other project, my other colleague, and this is something that can be done very quickly. So again, those are separate issues. You can contact me for that. But getting back to the database, so it has taken me years to compile this. I have been told by a number of corporate and institutional clients that this is the largest database of corporate and private investors in the world. Now there may be somebody that has more. They may have 10 or 1,000, 1,500 spreadsheets, but we're talking on an individual basis. In other words, a lot of my clients do come from the private equity, investment bank, hedge fund, those type of sectors, and they're the ones that have said, hey, you've got a stunning database, and again, it's because I've worked on it. I work on it full time along with my other fundraising initiatives where I help people with pitch deck reviews, pitch deck writing, outreach letters, anything having to do with fundraising. I got my hand in a little bit, as well again as referring people to larger real estate related financing initiatives. So In a nutshell, this database includes venture capital, private equity, family investment offices, angel investors, angel groups, which is actually the best place to find angel investors in this database. I have a database here of 45,000 angel investors. Now, it's easier to reach out to those angel investors if you go through the 140 angel groups, mainly in the USA, and you capture most of them in a more formal way. So you have to not get don't get confused by the high numbers and the big numbers. I've got a database here that has 90,000 venture capital private equity contacts. Do you need that? No. You probably need a smaller database. For example, I've got New York and California private equity investors. You may need a small investor database of micro venture capital if you're looking only to raise let's say $500,000, and I might point you towards a micro venture capital list. So it really depends. That's why I ask you generally prior to we doing any transactions regarding these databases is, what are you looking for? Send me your pitch deck, send me your business plan, because it's not important for you to have 901 spreadsheets and 500, 600,000 contacts. What's really important for you is to have the right contacts. For example, my high net worth and ultra high net worth Dubai database, it's been compiled using 250,000 transactions and narrowing them down to the top 45,000 contacts. These are high net worth, ultra high net worth. It's a very specialized database, and it's not one that I offer to anybody unless they're a private client of mine. So private clients are special. They're clients that are only going to get access to that database. Now that database has taken me 5 to 6 years to actually compile and clean. In other words, those 45,000 emails have been recently cleaned by MillionVerifier.com, which is a service I use to clean a lot of my databases. Many of the databases here are what you would call raw databases. What's a raw database? A raw database could be a database of 10,000 venture capital private equity contacts in the UK or Europe, and I've not cleaned them, I've not sorted them. You have access to those type of lists, but they're ones that you're going to have to work on. And then I have specialized databases. There's about 10 databases here that would fit 95% of my clients, and those are the micro venture capital, angel groups, the top tech venture capital firms in the US, the family investment offices, and most of those are cleaned and refined databases. So again, having all these lists, all it does is allows me to very quickly give you a very, very quick answer when you're saying, hey, do you have something in this sector? I'm either going to tell you really quickly or I'm going to say no. Very rarely do I have to say no. Again, you're just going to have to do a little bit of work on many of them, unless I tell you it's a database that I've recently cleaned in 2023 or even 2024. I've done a fair bit of cleaning on a couple major databases. My Middle East venture capital, private equity, and investment company database is the best in the world. There is no one that has a better one, and I can guarantee you that because that's what I've been told, and I've spent a long time doing that, so it really depends on what you're after. Now, many of them have been segmented by sectors. For example, in 2023, I completed around 100 case studies for clients that came to me and said, hey, I need a database in SAS or technology, or I have a mobile app, or I have a healthcare, or it's a real estate related startup. I have a lot of those already done as case studies, so I'm able to pull those and say, hey, here's 500 contacts. You're still going to have to do a bit of cleaning. But the goal for you is to actually have about 100 contacts that you can reach out to. Nobody needs 500,000, 700,000, 90,000. What you need is a compact database. Maybe anywhere from 100 to 500 is where I like to start people off. If you're an institutional, you may need something up to 1,000, 1,500. So again, this is really important to understand. In the past 2 years, I've helped over 240 clients with either investor databases, pitch deck reviews, pitch deck writing, other fundraising initiatives. 80% of the pitch decks that I get sent should never ever be sent to clients. And unfortunately, a lot of people contact me and say, hey, what do you think of my pitch deck? I've been using it for fundraising. And I'll have to get back to them. And how do you nicely say, how could you send that out to somebody? It's got 20 grammar errors. In 2024, you should never have a grammar error. You should never have errors in anything. There's just too many ways and too many tools to fix things. So these are how I help a lot of clients. But that's a very quick review of the 901 spreadsheets and individual databases that I use to help clients with. So my database includes over 400,000 contacts, and that includes my private database of Dubai high net worth and ultra high net worth clients. But you can see venture capital, private equity, angel investors, family investment offices, hedge funds, investment banks, and more in my collection of databases. For more information on my databases and service, click my Fiverr link below. Thank you for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe.